Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I kind of wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my skin regimen. So a while back I did a video on this little leg mask that I use that to help me like clear the marks and scars on my legs. So I kind of wanted to come on and give like a full breakdown of my skincare regimen. So to give you guys a little backstory, so when I was younger, I got chicken pox. When the chicken pox went away, I was left with little dark spots and stuff all over my body, and the place that got the worst was my legs. So not only did my legs have all these spots and dark marks from like chicken pox, but then I also love to play outside, and I love to ride my bike and all that stuff like that. So I would get like bitten by mosquitoes. I would like get like scraped up. I'll get like I'll get cuts, scrapes, and all this stuff like that from playing outside. And then I love to pick my scabs, so I end up getting even more marks. So when I was younger, like I don't remember a time my legs were clear, to be honest. So to me, it was just like a normal thing. So when I was younger, I used to wear shorts because I grew up in Florida. I live in Florida. And so it gets really hot. So I would wear shorts and all that stuff all the time. But then I'm gonna tell you guys a story. So when I was like in like 5th grade or something like that, 4th or 5th grade, so me and this boy, we was like going back and forth with each other, just like, telling jokes, like making fun of each other and stuff like that. So then I guess I said something that he really didn't like that I said about him. So then that's when he came back at me and he was like, "Oh, that's why you need cocoa butter for your legs." Y'all, when I tell you, the whole class like bust out laughing. And for me, that was like the first time like anybody said anything about my legs, you know what I'm saying? So I was like really shocked because like I didn't think people noticed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me it was like, wow, like people did notice, but they just didn't say anything. So, and it's so funny because it was like ever since, so me, like, I wanted to save face, so I came back at him real hard. I don't remember what I said, but I came back at him or whatever. And at the same time when he said that, like in my head I was thinking like, what's cocoa butter and how can I get it? You know what I'm saying? But it was like I didn't want to like ask him like, where can I get this cocoa butter from? So so it was like ever since then it was like I've been insecure about my legs, and like literally since then all I've been wearing is like long pants, and I haven't showed my legs like since. Like I'll show my legs in the house or whatnot, but like out in public I haven't showed my legs. Like sometimes I'll get the courage every year to like put on some shorts or put on like a skirt or something like that, but then like I feel like everybody's staring at me and they're talking, so I know it's like in my head, but I just haven't been. I don't wear shorts out. I just wear long pants, and even to this day I still wear long pants. I don't know if it's like I'm just comfortable with that. I'm so used to it. Because right now like majority of my marks and scars have faded a lot. Like I'm really surprised, and I think it's due to this regimen. That's why I wanted to come on here, because I get like comments all the time, like girls who are saying like, "Oh, I can't wear skirts, I can't wear shorts," and I've been there and I'm still there now, and I just wanted to come on here and just give a rundown of like my skin regimen, of like what's really helped me out, because I'm even shocked like to see how much my legs have cleared up. Yeah, so let me just get started into the video. So first I wanted to talk about what I do when I first get into the shower. So when I first get into the shower, I let the warm water just kind of like open up my pores and things like that. And then once that happens, I go straight into like my body scrub. So I'm a coffee drinker, so I like to save the coffee grounds. So what I do is I take the coffee grounds and then is it grounds? Yeah, it's grounds, right? I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, I like to take the coffee grounds, and then I like to mix in some, you know, grapeseed oil or some olive oil or some coconut oil, whichever one I have on hand I'll use. But I mainly like to use grapeseed oil because it's rich in vitamin E, and vitamin E is really helps to fade scars and dark spots. So that's why I like to use the grapeseed oil. And then so I'll take that mixture and then I'll just scrub my whole body with that mixture. And then after that, I'll go into my body wash. So I like to use, you know, like a shower rag, you know, to just get that extra, like, you know, exfoliation going on. So I like to use a couple of things. So let me see. So one of the things I like to use is the St. Ives Purifying Body Wash, Sea Salt, and Kelp. So that body wash is amazing. The only thing is, it's hard for me to find that body wash. Every time I go to Walmart, it's like sold out. Like, it's always gone. One place I have been able to find it like consistently is Family Dollar. But this kind of has like, it has like sea salts in it. So sometimes I don't use it all the time. Like, if I don't use the coffee scrub in the beginning, I'll use this because it does have sea salt in it. So it's a great exfoliator as well. It's a great scrub as well. It's like 2-in-1, like a body wash and a scrub. So I'll use that if I don't use the coffee grinds, but the coffee grounds, if I don't use that scrub. Oh, also, if you're not like a coffee drinker and you don't have the coffee, I've seen, what's the name? Shea Moisture. Shea Moisture also has a coffee scrub. The only thing is, like, it's like, you know, their normal size bottles or whatever, or containers. Like, I feel like it's a little bit, like, for, like, I think it costs like $10 to $15, and I feel like that's a lot for just like that small container. So if I was you, I would just go and buy some coffee. Like, you could buy a bag of coffee for less than $5 and, you know, make your own scrub. But it's just a suggestion. So that's one of the soaps I like to use. Another soap I like to use is, and this is actually a face soap, Glycolic Forming Cleanser. So that soap is basically like, it's an acid-based cleanser. And what it does, it helps to fade fine lines, wrinkles, old acne marks, and age spots. So it's basically like an all-natural type of like facial peel. Like, it kind of slowly, like it's like a really light acid peel. So I first bought this for my face, but then when I was using it on my face, it broke me out. So, and this bottle costs about like $16 for like 6 ounces. So I was like, to me, that's kind of pricey, you know. So so it broke my face out, but you know, I'm not gonna let no product go to waste, you know what I'm saying? So then I was like, you know what, let me just use it on my body or whatever. So I started using it on my body, and yo, when I tell you, like, my marks, I started seeing my marks fading and stuff like that. So I was like, this, I mean, it broke my face out, but I mean, if it didn't break my face out, I think it probably would have really worked for my face. But because I do have a couple of acne scars, but I have a regimen on that's been helping me get rid of the acne scars on my face. But yeah, that was really helping my body out, my dark spots on my body. So the only thing is, it is only 6 ounces for $16. So, you know, if you can splurge, you know, I would say go ahead and get that, because that really helped me out. And if I'm not using any of those products, I like to get a soap, a bar of soap that has like shea butter or coconut butter in it. So one of my favorites is, the product name is Tone, and they have like a shea and cocoa butter soap. I'll use that if I'm not using any of those 2 body washes. I've tried using black soap, but I feel like after a while it just doesn't really work as when you first used it. So I just kind of stopped using that. So those are the 3 kind of body soaps I like to use. So then I go from scrub to body wash. Then once I get out the shower, I like to use a mixture of grapeseed oil, coconut oil, and olive oil. So I like to use the coconut oil because the coconut oil helps to fade dark spots. It has a fatty acid in it that helps like that breaks down the skin, like, you know, to break down discoloration and all those things. Because that's another thing too I didn't realize I was dealing with, was not only was I dealing with dark spots and scars, but I also was dealing with discoloration. So that coconut oil helps with that. Also, if if you could get raw cocoa butter, that's also helpful too. I just like to find stuff. I like to just use stuff that I could easily find at the store. I don't like to do all that ordering and waiting and all that stuff like that. So if I could find it at the store, I just like to use what I can find at the store. Then the grapeseed oil is rich with vitamin E, which helps to fade discoloration, dark spots, scarring. And then I also like to use olive oil because it's very moisturizing. So that's another thing too with dark spots and especially scarring. You got to make sure you keep like those areas of your body moisturized. It's very important to keep them moisturized because if it becomes dry, it becomes like the spots become darker. If I'm not using my oil, I'll use Suave vitamin E, because at first I was using Suave like coconut. First I was using Suave's coconut butter. I mean, not coconut. Is it coconut butter? Yeah, coconut butter lotion. But I found it better to use the vitamin E to help with the scarring. And so if I'm not using that, then the other thing I'll use is I actually got this lotion from my mom, and then she got it from somebody else. So I did try to look it up to see if I could find it. I found it on Amazon, but I haven't ordered it from Amazon. And then I also Walmart said that they sold it as well. I saw it on their website, but when I went to Walmart, I didn't actually see it in stores, so I don't know if it's only in selected stores. But the other lotion that I like to use, which I think is amazing, it's called 7 Wonders Miracle Lotion, formulated for dry problem skin with aloe, 7 natural oils, and 14 herbs. So this lotion is amazing. It's very moisturizing. The aloe is a natural healer, so that's been helping with the scars and the marks as well. And then I don't have the actual bottle with me. I would tell you what the 7 natural oils are and the herbs are right now. I just have a picture. But yes, I'll probably put a picture and show you guys what the natural oils and herbs are as well. But this lotion has been amazing. But I just want to come on here and just, do a rundown of my body regimen and give you guys different options. And if there's something that you want to know more about, just, shoot me a comment. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.